Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm what some might call a medium or a channel. What does that mean? I myself don't fully understand it. I have beings, guides, spirits, some might call them, higher powers, and a whole collective, a whole host of them who envelop my energy system and speak directly through me. This is different from a psychic reading or someone who pulls cards or tarot. For me, they encompass my whole body directly. So sometimes that looks like a quiet moment for me, sometimes, and just speaking in a slightly different voice or in a different cadence, depending on who's coming through. Sometimes they'll use more of my body. They'll change how I'm sitting. They'll change how my arms move to most often reflect the type of energy they are and where they happen to be in the dimensional universe. How did this start for me? Not gonna lie, it was a little shocking. I had entered into a course whereby one of the main components was meditation, and meditation had always been difficult for me. And from somebody who couldn't meditate like at all, being quiet is not something as an artist and a mom that you have in your life on a regular basis, but okay, I'll try it. Pretty soon 2 minutes became 5 minutes, became 6 minutes, became 15 minutes, became a half an hour, and then it became like a nightly ritual. Through this course I was open to some ancestral healing, and it was at that point that my head started moving when I was in meditation. Gently, of course, pulling my head back like this. And the first time it happened was a moment of what's going on here? Is this a little poltergeisty? This is crazy. But I sort of pulled my head back and then it went back again. But it was gentle and it didn't feel negative. It felt like an introduction. And over the course of the next couple of weeks, it continued to happen. And I was given more and more physical sensations and more movements flowing through my body. A couple of weeks after that, there was an event in my life where I sort of asked, what can I do to help this particular circumstance? And I read a book on channeling, went through the rituals and process. 2 weeks later, I was with a friend on a Zoom. We said, okay, great, let's give it a shot and see what happens. I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, my head went immediately back, and I had words flowing through. Just a short little 2-minute blurb. It was unbelievable, life-changing. It's something that I've been continuing to work on and develop, and the messages that are coming through are so often profound. They are so filled with love and so often extremely helpful for those that I'm speaking with. I feel called into this work more and more, and those beings who run through me have been increasingly asking me to disseminate this information. In the last couple of weeks, they've asked to start a YouTube channel, so here we go. In the meantime, what else is there to know about me? I'm a mom of 2 beautiful girls. I'm a photographer by trade, and I've been working in that industry for 25 years. I was a dancer previous to that. Health and wellness has been a huge part of my life. I just feel really blessed and grateful for the opportunity to have these messages be sent through my system. It's as easy as breathing to me now. Occasionally I do sessions with those that are asking for specific information for them. I just feel really blessed and grateful to be able to be part of the collective, as they call it. One of my guides, her name is Artemis. She is the energy that was traditionally associated with the Greek goddess. I'm so blessed for that. She's what we call the gatekeeper. So how this works for sessions for individuals or when I'm working in groups, very often questions will be asked or we'll be talking about a particular topic, and then my body will start to buzz, which is my first indication of somebody is either around us or with us and or wants to come through, wants to participate in that conversation. The feeling is just so lovely. It's hard to describe. It's just an overwhelming sense of well-being. It's an overwhelming sense of love. I find that the best way to interact is often by literally asking questions. It seems to be that's what they're here for. The information, once we ask, just simply flows right through me. Especially in one-on-one sessions, people usually come to me with particular concerns or areas of their life that they're working on. I now understand that there is what they call a collective, a large group of these beings who have come together to share this information. I really do have a personal relationship with them. Frequently, as is the case for me, they feel like individuals. My body moves differently, my voice changes, the energy feels different. Very often, it's not my guides that are coming through, it's the guides of the people that I'm working with or speaking with, and are giving the information that's needed to either move a situation forward or moving their transformation forward or giving them the information that they're looking for. It's quite something to look at the transcripts and think I don't have this information. I would never know this. They're extraordinary, poignant. They're incredibly practical. I really feel like these are a group of beings who are really here to participate in the current transformation that's happening on our planet. Get the impression that they're really excited to have an avenue to speak to those people who would speak to them, who are interested in this work, interested in growing their consciousness and reintegrating into the greater consciousness. Artemis asked me to begin doing these daily downloads as a way to start to disseminate the information that's coming through, not just her, but also those of the collective. Each morning, I plug into the microphone and she disseminates a message for the day. So they're always beautiful. They're always filled with love. They're always striving to give practical ways of working to bring more consciousness and vibration and enter into the feeling body. That's a strong theme. And it's through the feeling body where we connect to the greater consciousness. She often gives meditations and practices that go along with some of the messages. I've asked them to identify themselves. Sometimes the messages are important. Sometimes the content of the messages are important. Sometimes it's the vibration of the message that's important. What is for you in the videos is unique to you and your particular circumstances. Most of the individual sessions to date have been over Zoom, but we do them in person. They are usually a 60 to a 90-minute session. I get to know the person whom I'm speaking with, and if there are any challenges that they're facing, or if there are any, the growth factors that they're looking at. Often the best way to come to these sessions is to have specific questions in mind. It's not necessarily always the case. We always record because I very rarely have a full sense of what is coming through me. I am not a licensed therapist. I am not a healer by trade. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. None of this content is intended to replace any of that. One of the great things about this work is that they're super conscious of the times that we live in, how fast-paced, the technology, the go, the constant bombardment of information. And a lot of their practices are really practical. How do we be successful in our daily lives, be able to come back to our core self, to be able to operate, encompassing a state of feeling that is just pure love and well-being, and how to access that on a more daily basis. Overall intent, as I understand it now, is to help those who wish it to really come back home to their core being, to reconnect to the feeling body, which thereby then allows you to reconnect into the greater consciousness. That true sense of well-being, that true love that is everywhere and all around us, and actually our natural state, rather than searching for it. Let's just ask them. They're so much better at that than I am.
Yes, we will take it from here. Thank you. That is indeed correct. This is Artemis. Our purpose at this time is to participate in the global transformation as it is occurring on your planet, through you, by you, of you. At this time, in addition to those of us who have come to support and guide and aid in your transformation. We do this by quite simply bringing you back to your core being through these practices, through these tools, through these meditations, and having you arrive at a state of wholeness and oneness such that you may reconnect to the greater energy that is, and live your lives in the bounty that exists all around you. We welcome you now to this channel, to this space, and we look forward to working with you. Please do not hesitate to ask questions, make comments, for we will participate individually in your growth and your challenges and your transformation at this time.
We reside on many planes of consciousness in many dimensions. Some of them are closer to your planetary system, some of them further away, all of them simultaneous in nature. This was a channel that was created some time ago. We chose this being to be the connection point on Earth, and she chose the path and the purpose. There is an extensive number of you who have guides and benevolent beings who are participating in this particular channel. The information that is culminating at this juncture is designed for your growth and transformation, as well as the growth and transformation of those of us who are also participating on different levels. So you see, there is a reciprocal relationship that is taking place. We come to you with great love. We come to you with an understanding that you wish for something more. Our purpose is to pass along what we see as being the most important information in any given moment, in any given situation for you at this particular time. For your life appears to you moment to moment now on this planet. For us, we have the ability to see your past and your future and your futures at the same time. We will not give you any information that does not serve your highest good and the highest good in any given moment. You can be certain that the information you receive is what is needed in the moment. For those of you who are new to this type of information, we request that you simply intake it as it is. Listening, reading, watching are all valuable ways of inputting. Allowing the vibration to arrive in your body without over-analyzing is the best route to take to begin. As you feel more and more sensations arise in your body, you may identify them and note them for future comparison and use. We would have you allow a suspension of disbelief, for many of you are coming to this work conditioned that it is not real. Indeed, she who sits in front of you, who is the point of this channel, also feels this on occasion. You are not alone. The more frequently you come back to these messages and partake of this vibration, the faster your vibration itself will begin to lift. You will notice more and more participation on a daily basis from your own guides and benevolent beings. You will see shifts in the way you move through your daily lives. And indeed, for those of you who come to this work through manifestation and meditation, you will see a significant increase in those outputs. That is not the true purpose of why we are here, although that is a good entry point. Our true purpose is to serve those energies who have come to this planet at this time to have a human experience, to guide and support you, and to allow your growth and your reconnection into the greater consciousness and energy of oneness that already exists in each and every single one of you. You are by no means alone in your daily lives. The joy with which we participate with your rising now is great. Transparency on editing is really important to me. You've got AI, you've got deepfakes, you've got all these kinds of things. And so what we won't be doing on this channel is editing anything. Where we do edit anything, if there are significant silences or pauses, we might cut those out. For different social platforms, we will always identify if it has been edited, and we will always let you know where the full version of the download or the transmission is available to you. If you feel called to watch this material, if it's speaking to you, it's for you. Really trying to give us tools to be able to move through our lives and really find not just the success that we're looking for. The true value of this really is finding yourself. It's finding that connection. It's finding that feeling body. It's finding your intuitive way of moving through your life and reconnecting back into the greater consciousness. I wish you guys could all feel what I feel when I channel. It's just so beautiful. And I know you can. I know we all have this ability. This is not unique to me by any stretch of the imagination. We all have access to this. I think the most profound shift has been in quite simply knowing I'm not alone. I mean, that's huge. I grew up in a family of, we were self-professed atheists, right? For me, it was burden of proof a little bit. What is this? How is this? This doesn't make any sense. Am I going crazy? True feeling of what this feels like can't be described in any other way as just love. And that's not a state that I have lived in frequently previously. It's so transformative. So I'm really looking forward to furthering this work. What's going to happen as a cause of this? Where can we go with this? We connect more and more of us in, and we're all living like this. What does the world look like? So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. I am an open vessel for those who would support you to come through and offer their guidance, support, love. And so if that's something that you're interested, drop us a line and we'll put you on the schedule.